In the previous video, I showed you how to find out the highest common factor of three numbers. Now it's your turn. So you find the highest common factor of these three numbers. Remember, you got to what that means is you got to find a factor. Let's say 10. You know this divides by 10. This divided by 10. This divided by 10. Well, 10 is a factor, and it's common to all three. So it is 10 is a common factor, but I'm not sure if it's the highest common factor. There could be other factors that are higher than a 10. So well, anyway, find the highest common factor of these three numbers. Okay, so press pause and have a go. Okay, so let's try to break up this number as a product of primes. So yes, we could divide by 2 because it's an even. But let's divide by 10. It makes our life it will make our life easier. So 10. Well, visualize this number as 10 times 154. Okay. Now, well, I can break up the 10 as a 2 and a 5. This one here is an even number. So let's try and break it up as a 2. So this will be 77. Okay, and then break up the 77. Well, 77. Well, 7 times 11 will give us 77. So here all of these are prime numbers here. Okay, so we've done it for this number. Let's try and break up this number here. So let's try and break this up. Again, we're going to visualize it as a 10 times 1694. Okay. Now break this number up as a, well, think of this number as, well, it's an even number. So let's break it up as a 2. 2 times 8 4 7. Okay. Oh, well, when you're dividing this by 2, maybe you can do it like this. Well, actually, don't worry. So here, break up the 10 as a 2 and a 5, and this one here, well, a 7 here. So I'm not going to try a 2 because it's an odd number. Because of this one here, I'm going to try a 3. Let's try a 3. If that doesn't work, then I will jump to a 7. So 8. Hang on, let me clear this. 8 4 7 divided by 3. Let's see if it divides 3. No, it doesn't divide 3. So I'm going to try 7. So 8 4 7 divided by 7, because 7's the next prime. So yep, it divides. So I can visualize 8 4 7 as 7 times 121, and I recognize the 121 as 11 times 11. Okay. So we can break up. The reason I know this is because I'm familiar with my times table. So I recognize 121. Well, anyway, so here we've just broken up this number here as a product of primes here. All these are primes. Okay. So now we need to do the last one. The last one is this one here. 9800. So let's try and break this up. 9800. So well, here actually we can break this up as 100. So hang on, 100 times 95. Well, 100. Well, 10 times 10 is 100. So I can break this up. And then I can break this up as a 2 times a 5. This 10 here, I can break it up as a 2 times a 5. This one here, 95, I'm going to break up the 95 as a 5 times, 5 times what equals 49. So that would be, hang on, 95 here. So 9 divided by 5 would be 1 without going over, remainder 45, remainder 4. So now it's 45. So this would be 9. So it's 19. So let's wait. Is 19 a prime? Yep. So not 19 here is a prime. So so we can hang on. Let me double check. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So here. Yep. So this would be a prime. This is a prime. This is a prime. This is a prime. This is a prime. We can't break up 19 because 19 happens to be a prime. Okay. So what? If you didn't recognize that, so suppose it was 29. If you didn't know 29 was a prime, you would try 3. If 3 doesn't work, try 5. 5 doesn't work, try 7. Then if that doesn't work, 11. And eventually you will hit, well, keep on trying primes. Eventually you will hit this one, and then you realize it's a prime. So 19, I should have guessed 11. If that doesn't work, try 13. If that doesn't work, 17. And then try 19. But it's because I'm familiar that 19 is a prime. Then I immediately stop. But if you don't know, then you have to keep on trying until it doesn't work anymore. Then you know that's a prime. Okay. Well, anyway, so let's start writing these three numbers here as a product of primes. So 1 5 40. Hang on. 1 5 40. Well, that's the same as well. Hang on. So that's 2 times 2 times 5 times 7 times 11. So hang on. So we can visualize this number as 2 times 2 times 5 times 7 times 11. Let me double check. 2 here, 2 here, 5 here, 7 here, 11 here. Yep, that's right. Now let's jump to the second number here. 1694 0. Wait, that's 1694 0. So this number here, let's try writing as a product of primes. So we've got 2 here, 2 here. So we can visualize that as a 2 times a 2, okay, and then what is it? We got 5 here, 7 here, and 11. So 5, 7 here, and 11, and 11. Okay, and then the last one was 9,800. So 9,800. We can visualize 9,800 as, hang on, as these here. Okay, so that would be 2 times a 2. Okay, so that would be 2 times a 2, and then we've got 5 times 5 times 5. So that would be 5 times 5 times 5, and then we've got 19. So this here, 19. So now to answer the question, what is the highest? But by the way, if you were to do this, if you were to write this neatly, you would write as 2 squared times 5 times 7 times 11. And here you would write 2 squared times 5 times times 7 times 11 squared. Okay, because that's 11. Well, there are 2 11s. Here you would write 2 squared times 5 to the power of 3 times 19. Okay, so it's up to you. Let's carry on. The highest common factor of these 3 numbers would be, well, you've got to look for what's in common. Well, these are in common, the 2 here. Okay, the 2, another 2 here, they're all in common. 5 here. Okay, even though you've got an extra 5 here, there's no, you've run out of 5s up here and up here. So 5 is no longer in use. Okay, 5 here, that's no longer in use. That's this extra 5 is not in common with all 3. It's only in common with itself, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's try 19. Well, you haven't got 19 up here. Let's try 11. 11 it's just in common with these 2, but it's not in common with the third one. So the common factors, if you really want to know all the common factors of these 3 numbers here, it would be 2 is a factor because it's here. we could say 2 again, but we've already said it. 5 is a factor. 5 is a common factor of all 3. Okay, and then you could maybe merge these two together. So 4 would be another common factor. Okay, you could actually merge a 2 and a 5 here. So 10 would be another factor. Okay, and then and now if you merge all 3 together, that will give us the highest. It has to be the highest. So merge all 3 together. Merge this one times this one. That would be 4. 4 times 5 would be 20. So you could say 20 is a common factor of all 3, and it also happens to be the highest. So hang on. So the highest common factor of 1540, 16940, 9800 equals 20. Okay, so this one here would be your final answer. The highest common factor is 20. Okay.